really has been a half a minute since I have been live here, but yesterday I was at the place where I do all my shipping and I keep my mailbox and everything anyway, and there was a gal behind me who was buying stamps. And guys, I probably mail 10 pieces of mail, maybe a little more each year. You know, you've kind of gotten away from the stamp and envelope kind of mail. So I have stamps. I have plenty of stamps. But she was showing her all the stamps that were there. And there was one that I thought, oh my gosh, I have to have that. And I waited to make sure I just didn't take it away from the person who was actually there. But anyway, she didn't choose them, so I chose horses. Okay, guys, I was always a horse fanatic growing up. I always wanted a horse. That was way before Pinterest or social media. I had these horse books that my mom gave me for my birthday, and they were all kind of really based in England, and everything was so green, and I lived in the West, and anyway, but I would pore over these books like I was a horse fanatic. So I had to have horse stickers. But I was thinking too, when I came home, I'm like, wow, Janelle, you probably really don't really know those stamps, but I think it's just sometimes those little things that you do that are a little bit whimsical, right? That are a little bit fun. I can remember my grandmother, my father's mother, she taught first grade for decades. And so her house was always kind of like, it was very practical. She was a very practical woman, but she always had kind of these little whimsical things. She always had these cool games. She was a first grade teacher. So she always had like these cool homemade games that we would play with. And she always had little fun notepads. She had little stickers, and like she would just use them in her everyday life. And it really wasn't it was just like little extra adding on. But and so for some reason I started thinking about her, thinking, okay, I could be like her. And I can start to have some of these little fun, whimsical things around in what is normally a fairly practical space for me, because I just don't think about those kinds of things. Like I used to have Christine come hang my art because I love it, but I don't ever get it on the wall. But so here is my goal, to start keeping a few more whimsical things around. Not clutter, but just a few little things. And maybe also I should start writing some letters, handwriting some letters. I have a couple of friends who do it. It's like a lost art. They have cute stationery, and I'm like, okay, maybe I could start writing letters, handwritten letters, and use my horse stamps. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.
The Sister Wives star Janelle Brown has come out to honor her son Garrison 6 months after he passed away. The lady came out via her official Instagram and released a mugshot, a photo of her and the late son Garrison, who passed away just 6 months ago. And she said in a caption saying that you come up in my photo memories almost every day. Sometimes it doesn't seem like you've gone. Janelle said in an Instagram post. By the way, she's 55 years old, and of course on September 5th, alongside a photo of Garrison sweetly embracing her, she said, and then I remember I won't be getting a call or a text from you, and it all comes rushing back. She continued, I know you fought a very hard battle, but in the end, you just couldn't stay. I love you so much. I will see you again when my journey is done. Janelle's son, Garrison, we all know he passed on at the age of 25 on March 5th. I remember I even made a video about him. It was allegedly as a result of the apparent self-inflicted wound, and the former National Guard member was discovered inside his Flagstaff in Arizona. He was discovered by his brother Gabriel Brown, who had been sent by their mother after she learned of a bit of texts that were really uncoordinated and were really worrying. The messages were sent in a WhatsApp group where, by the way, the family good chatting, talking about their TLC reality TV show. Garrison's text, as per the police, at the time they said that they were really worrying, and it's like he needed help, which actually the mother Janelle came out to say that she took it for granted, and would have sending that kind of help to save Garrison. We're still praying for the family. We are still praying for Janelle, because man, it's really very tough to lose a son. RIP to Garrison.